Hello guys, let me start the video by showing the season goals I chose for the team. In the previous video I decided not to show them to you because I wanted to focus on other aspects, but I'm going to show you now. I'm very optimistic about the results of the team for this season, that's why I set all the goals for maximum, except for the cup performance. In this one I left one victory again. I don't think I can expect more than that. As you may remember, for last season, the goals I set were much more humble. I think we were like in top 6, 50 goals maybe. Here, I think 40 or 50, I'm not so sure. But this time, I bought some new players, as I told you before I would do, and they made the team stronger so that I think we can reach these targets. Later, I will show you how the team is now, then you understand what I mean. I hired the new scout, which is this one. I told you that it is hard to get 2020 scouts, but we have already got four in a bit more than a season. This two, this one, and this one. Four 2020 scouts. You may think I was lying to you, but actually, no. I think I'm being very lucky with this extra team. In my main team, for example, I haven't gotten a 2020 scout in many seasons. I still need more scouts, with 20 in development, at least, to use in the sell to agent strategy. Currently, I have only 5, but I can already use. I've been working around with them. They are good enough for now. I even saw 2 in the market last week, but they were costing 11 million and they only had development. So I don't think it is worth paying this price for scouts with only one useful skill, and I decided to wait for better deals. I've been very active in the market this season. As I told you, I'm starting to apply the sell to agent strategy. Therefore, I hired lots of players. Let me show you the ones I sold first. These ones. I was able to sell this many because I hired other ones, but I kept enough national players to make a full team of 16 in case I have suspended ones. Otherwise, if I sold too many, I could have matches for fate in case I don't have 16 players to bring to the match, and I really don't want that. As you know, I can have only 5 foreigners in the game, so I cannot simply use all of the players I'm buying simultaneously. These are the players I bought. They are 20 in total. Each of them has a reason, a different observation that I made to apply the sell to agent strategy. I picked a few of them to show with you what I thought and what I can expect from them. I think this player was a very good purchase because look, his agent price is this and I paid this for him. Okay. Besides, his skills are not so bad for a 5th division level. Then I can also use him on my team. He's better than any of my midfielders from last season. He's bloomed already, but I plan to sell him 6 weeks later with profit since I bought for a price lower than the agent price. My expectation is that he will produce around 1.5 million of profit for me in the end. This guy is in a different situation. He is still blooming. He's in his third year of bloom. And I also bought him for a price lower than his agent price, as you can see here. Okay, so again, a good deal. This time, I don't think he's a player that I can use in my team. His skills are not good enough. So I'll just train him to sell later at the end of his bloom. I expect to make around 2.2 million of profit with him. The next two, starting with this one, are in their first year of bloom. I'm planning to hold them until the end of the bloom. Okay, I think I can make the best profit with them. In his case, I bought for agent price, but since he's in the first year of bloom, I should make some profit. I expect to make at least 3 million with him, which is not so much money, but that's something that will help the team to grow. This other guy is also in his first year of bloom, and just like the other one, I bought him for agent price. He grew a bit because he trained on my team already, but I paid the agent price for him. I also plan to hold him until the end of his bloom, and I expect a profit of a bit more than 2 million. And I'm being quite pessimistic with these projections I make. I'm setting low TIs in some points that maybe they can reach higher train intensities later. then they may end up producing much more money than what I am expecting now. Initially, I thought about buying players only to sell with profit in the future, but later I realized that there were some good options available that would not give me profit, but that I could use in the team and sell for a good price later. This guy is one of these examples. He's still blooming, he's in his third year of bloom, and as you can see, he has quite good skills. For a striker in the 5th division, he has good skills, and as you can see here, he's playing well. Look, he scored 7 goals already, his rating is quite good, and I paid just 5.6 million for him, which is, yeah, more or less his agent price, just a bit more. I plan to sell him in the end of the season, and in the end, I will have paid 1 million only. I will lose 1 million with him. Okay, so I practically have him for the whole season for free. This is another guy. As you can see, he has a good R5. I bought him for the agent price. Now it increased a bit, but when I bought him, his agent price was this. He has quite good skills for his position, and he has been playing at an okay level for the team. Not so bad. He is actually in his second year of bloom. Okay, it seems like a good thing, but his training intensity is not so high, and his wage is high. So I think I'm probably gonna sell him still this season in case his training intensity doesn't increase considerably. Then if I sell him in the end of the season, I'm estimating that I will lose 2 million. I will have spent 2 million to have him for the season, which I consider good since it's a player that I am using in my first team. And the last one, which I think was the best deal I made, thinking about players to play in the team, which was this guy. This is his agent price, and I paid 8 million. It's quite below his agent price. And look how he's playing. 5 matches, 8 goals, this rating. Very good, no? He has quite good skills. He has recommendation 4 already. He is 29 years old, which is not so good. His price will decrease faster, his skills too, but everything is under my control. I plan to sell him in the end of the season, maybe even after 6 weeks, I'm not sure yet. And after that, I will have a profit of at least 500,000. Okay, so buying a player like this, using him for the whole season, and still having profit is something that I consider really good. Since I bought all those players, I even bought some today, I got some space to sell other players that were in my squad that I don't really use anymore, that I don't need. For this week, I'm selling these three. I was planning to sell this one only in the end of the season, as I told you in a previous video, but after I hired new players, he's not even in the bench anymore. I may not use him at all during the season. Then I decided to sell him now, while his agent price is higher. He's 32 years old already. A similar situation applies to this guy. I was not planning to sell him this season. Last season he was in my first lineup, but I'm not using him anymore. He's already 29. His agent price is starting to decrease faster because of his age. Then I decided to sell him now. And this third one is a youth that I just promoted from the youth academy. He's still blooming, but I made a simulation with the trader's calculator and it showed me that the best moment to sell him is now. If I hold him until the end of his bloom, I will have loss. Despite of that, he is the first youth that I will sell with profit. Look at his agent price. He's greater than 200,000, which is what I paid to hire him. It's a very low profit, but it's better than the previous youths. All of the others youths I promoted produced losses to me. Let's check how the team's playing now. Let's see some matches and our current league situation. These are the fixtures we had so far. Not many, as the season is just starting, but we had many good results. Look, 3-0, 4-1, 9-0, 2-0, and we won all of our matches, every single one. I wanted to analyze some of them with you, including using the script My Match Analyzer, which I just presented to you in the previous video, but I don't want to make this video too long, then I will make this analysis in a future video. If you haven't watched my video about the script, My Match Analyzer, you should. It's a great script that can help you a lot in the game. Check it out in the cards. Regarding our league position, this is what we have up to now. The team is simply flying. We are 2 points ahead, the second place, and 5 points of the third place. Okay, this can be our closest opponent. We played against him in the playoffs last season. I hope some weeks from now we can be far ahead from him. If you check the summary table here, you see that our team is the strongest by far due to the players I hired for the team. Okay, that's why I was so optimistic in my season goals, and I believe we can reach all of them. I hope not to be disappointed in the end. I believe we have a great chance of winning the title this time. That's all for this video, guys. If you have questions, write them down below. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. See you soon.